All right, what is up, everyone? We're gonna do some a daily energy check here. See what's going on with you guys. Let me just. My camera looks kind of blurry, so I want to make sure I fix that. Hopefully, it kind of clears up there a bit. All right, guys, let's get started here. We're gonna start off with our our Aries fam here. So we're gonna start off with Aries. We're gonna do some quick energy checks for all signs. Make sure to check in the comments in the description for your sign, and then just click on the timestamp, and then you will be able to get to your specific reading. So let's get going here. Let's start off with Aries. See what we got going on for Aries. Now, these are general, so just keep that in mind. This is not a one-to-one, or this is not specifically for one person here. This is a very general reading, so just keep that in mind. All right, guys, let's get going. See what we got going on today on this lovely Wednesday. All right, Aries. See what we got here, Aries. All right. All right, Aries, you might be dealing with. I apologize for that. Got something in my throat there. You might be like kind of dealing with some guilt. You might be dealing with, maybe feeling kind of working with guilt. I feel like some of you guys might be kind of, you know, trying to maybe not feel as guilty about something. I don't know what this is about exactly, what you're not trying to feel guilty about, but um, I think you're trying to change it. You're trying to kind of not feel guilty about certain things that you do here. Um, you know, some of you guys might be lying to yourselves about something here. We got the Five of Swords here. Five of Swords can talk about manipulation, can talk about maybe lying to yourself about something here. Um, for some of you guys, it could be about your purpose. It could be career related. It could be about your job. The type of work you do. Uh, like you might be lying to yourself about something here. Maybe not feeling guilty about. I mean, I don't know what the guilt is about, but definitely related to whoever this is for, related to purpose, related to feeling guilty. Maybe you're doing a specific job. Maybe you're lying to yourself that you don't like it, or maybe that you do like it. Either or. Yeah, for some of you guys, it's like telling yourselves, potentially a lie here, right? Maybe kind of tricking yourself, or really trying to tell yourself that you like something and you really don't. Um, Yeah, and because you might. So for some, okay, so this is a very specific reading. For some of you guys, it's like, okay, you're lying to yourself about, you know, a specific purpose here, and the reason you might be lying to yourself is, I mean, I think it's pretty a good thing. It might be related to money, right? You might be getting paid a lot of money in something, and you might not like it as much as you think. You're telling yourself you like it, but the money's good, and maybe you faced some tough times when it comes to money in the past, and now you're in a good position, getting paid well, and you're kind of just trying to just stay in a place or a job that is kind of paying you well, and maybe you might not like it as much. You might not be y- not as happy doing the work, but the money is worth it, for you. So that's kind of what I see here. Like for some of you guys, it's like something's missing, out of this experience. Something is missing here. I think you realize it. You might be trying to tell yourself that, nothing's missing, everything's okay. and deep down it might not be the case, right? Because we have the death card here, right? The death card kind of talks about changes. It kind of talks about, things kind of going from one phase to the other, potentially new things coming in, right? But with this death card, for some reason, I couldn't really see the guy on the horse. I couldn't see his leg there. And to me, it just kind of felt like something was missing there, right? From this picture, something's missing from this picture here. We also have the sun in reverse, right? Which can talk about unhappiness. It can also talk about, just kind of things not necessarily being all, joyful or ecstatic. Um, I think you realize it too. I think you understand it, but the Four of Cups in reverse, not really wanting to kind of see, or kind of pushing it to the side, right? Right, not really giving it the time of day to think about. Maybe if you're having like you're doing this specific career, maybe this job, it's paying well, and like deep down you're like, I kind of really don't like this. You're kind of pushing that idea away, like the idea that you don't like it. um let's see, let's get some more cards here. Yeah, because I feel like you guys are focusing more on the financial stuff, right? Queen of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles kind of talks about, focusing more on that, giving your time more and your energy more to financial stuff. Not really focusing on what makes you happy. Or for some of you guys, the happiness might come from the financial freedom, right? That's where it's really coming from, right? That the peace comes from the financial stuff. So that is definitely what I'm seeing here. Some of you guys might be dealing with, you know, a loss of relationship as well. We got the King of Cups in reverse here, Queen of Cups as well, right? This can talk about a couple here, a relationship, right, with someone else. Ten of Swords talks about endings. Five of Cups talks about grief, grieving over a situation that has ended here. Some of you guys might be going through that as well, right? So there's a lot of shit going on here. Um, and I feel like pulling out the Ace of Cups, which kind of came out here. I feel like a lot of you guys might be trying to kind of fill in a void here. And, for some of you guys, that might be the financial aspect. That's where it's coming from, right? You might not necessarily be as happy right now, but the financial shit's going pretty good though, and you're kind of filling in that that void with, potentially, monetary satisfaction, right? Because the Ace of Cups talks about, you know, emotionally being fulfilled, right? Let's see, let's pull some more cards here. Like a lot of you guys are feeling pretty good in terms of, like I said, the monetary stuff, and a lot of you guys are not really willing to kind of very comfortable, basically, and comfortable where you're at financially, but also, I'm just getting like comfort. You guys don't want to, move. You guys don't want to start a new relationship. For some of you guys that are, going through, heartbreak and stuff, you don't really want to start a new one, right? Because we have the Page of Wands, Devil card, right? You kind of want to stay where you're at, stay at your, maybe good paying job, right? We also have the Two of Cups in reverse, talks about, with the Page of Wands here and the Devil, not really wanting to grow any type of relationships. That's not your main focus, right? You might have just went through an ending here, and really more focusing on the financial stuff here. And I feel like a lot of you guys might be using the financial stuff to kind of heal here, right? Three of Swords in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse can talk about healing, right? Healing here. Three of Wands in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse, right? Three of Wands in reverse can talk about, no growth in a specific area. And it kind of goes back to the comfort side of things, right? It's like, yes, I got the money. Maybe I'm not too happy in my career. Maybe I just left a relationship that ended here. It's not very it wasn't, it didn't work out. Um, but I might be filling a void here with, uh, financial stability here, focusing on that, kind of healing from, past hurts here. Um, and there seems to be a lack of growth in, I mean, honestly, there seems to be a lack of growth in career too, right? You guys, like I said, you guys might be getting paid pretty well, but for some of you guys might not be too happy where you're at. Um, Here, right? There seems to be also like a stagnation in terms of career stuff, right? Three of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, with the Three of Wands, kind of talks to me, the lack of growth. There's a bit of lacking in terms of growth, kind of growing here in terms of work related stuff. Um, let's see, we got the Nine of Cups. Yeah, man, it keeps circling back, to relationships and stuff. Like you're avoiding that main aspect, I believe, here, right? You're kind of avoiding relationships in general too, and I think that is kind of a underlying tone in terms of being happy and your joy, right? Because we have the Nine of Cups here, right? Nine of Cups kind of talks about joy, being fulfilled. It's not full fulfillment, but it is, a good form of fulfillment here. And we also have the Lovers in reverse, right? Because lovers in reverse can talk about, a relationship that's kind of soured, um, didn't go as planned here. But it could also talk about here, not being as happy on your own as well, right? You might be so focused on the financial stuff, but the fact that you're not kind of trying to focus on love and working on the things that kind of give you excitement, it's kind of a problem here, um, in general, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting so far. Let's pull a couple last cards here, and then we'll kind of just move on to our next sign. Let me switch deck here. All right, Aries. I gotta stretch here for a second. All right. Vice. Damn, Aries, you got the Four of Cups again as your first card. That's funny. Queen of Swords in reverse. Let's see here. Oh, you got the Four of Swords again. Got the Four of Cups, Five of Cups in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse. And yeah, I feel like, yeah, you guys are trying to heal from some stuff here. I mean, yeah, some of you guys, are not, like I said, not really happy where you're working at. We got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Kind of not really seeing I guess the benefits of where you're at. I mean, financially, you might be doing pretty good, but like I said, I think it's kind of coming down to that kind of fulfillment as well, right? Death card. I mean, you're getting the same cards, man. Death card. Let's see here. Nine of Wands, Two of Swords. Man, yeah, I made some confusion here. Once again, I feel like you just guys have a lot of shit going on here. Career problems, love problems. I mean, obviously, it's a general thing here, so it could be that you have one thing or, vice versa, right? But let's see, let's pull some advice here just to kind of conclude this reading here. Yeah, I mean, for some of you guys, not allowing a past type of, you know, heartbreak go is, or, in that aspect, not focusing on the healing. You're trying to focus on healing is going to be, letting that go is going to be very important. We have the World card here. Eight of Cups in reverse, right? Kind of talks about not really You know, it could talk about healing, but it could also talk about not focusing on healing, right? Because we also have the Two of Cups, which can be a partnership relationship here with someone. So focusing on that is very important. I mean, for some of you guys, yeah, focusing on your material wealth can be like a healing thing as well. You know, because for some of you guys, you might have been lacking on that in that aspect for some time now. And then we got the devil in reverse, right? For some of you guys, that might not be so good. Focusing so much on the monetary stuff, focusing more on your healing would be very good for you. And because we got the justice card kind of talks about, you know, maybe you're not really doing the necessary stuff right now at this time, right? With this devil in reverse talks about kind of letting go potentially of the Knight of Pentacles, right? 'Cause Knight of Pentacles can talk about, you know, can talk about material stuff here, right? Focusing on material stuff, or maybe someone specifically, maybe kind of offered you, maybe if you were in a partnership, they offer some type of financial stability here. Um, Maybe letting go of that idea. For others of you guys, it might be just maybe you're focusing too much on the material, you know, and not doing yourself justice, and focusing on the healing and more like listening to your intuition, right? So that might be important for you at this time. Yeah, King of Cups in reverse here, right? You had the King of Cups earlier too. Not really focusing on your emotions. Um, so that's what I have for you, Aries. So maybe focusing on your healing, focusing on yourself, what you need deep, you know, internally is would be a huge plus for you at this time. But hopefully that kind of helped you guys out. Let's see. Let's move on. You know, move on to the next sign. Who do we have? Taurus. I'm gonna try to shorten these readings. Let's see. Let's move on. Moving on to the next sign. Taurus. Let's see what we got for Taurus. Taurus. Hey, thank you, Regan. Thank you. Hopefully, you're having a good day too, as well. All right, Taurus, we got the Nine of Swords in reverse. Taurus, you might be spending maybe too much time by yourself. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, you know, Nine of Swords in reverse can kind of talk about worrying about things, right? Um, let's see. So, what are you worrying about here? You might benefit from, you know, going out a bit more. Okay, Taurus, you might be benefiting from that. So if you're spending too much time inside, you might benefit from going out a bit. Um, yeah, because over time, you know, with the strength card here, you might feel that if you do that, you can kind of build. Like I said, some of you guys might be feeling kind of at a low point at this time. So going out, it's definitely gonna help out, right? Because I was kind of getting, you know, if you end up going out, you know, getting some fresh air, going for a walk, you know, you're gonna be able to get yourself, you know, out of your head for a bit, and it's kind of build a bit of confidence in you. It's gonna kind of help, you know, grow yourself just in general. um I mean, I've been there, right, where you spend too much time inside, you don't go outside, you don't get sunlight, and then you feel like shit. You know, with the strength card in reverse, you can kind of be feeling like that at this time. um yeah, and temperance in reverse kind of talks about, you know, the lack of balance, the lack of structure. You know, maybe doing something for too much long of a period of time, so you're staying in for too long here. And I think in general, it just might be just kind of screwing up, the way you feel, the way you kind of approach the world. So that might be very important for you at this time. Some of you guys might be kind of distant to someone or just distant in general, right? You might be too distant to this King of Wands here. Maybe you have someone around you that you live with, or someone that checks upon you recently or often. You might just want to be not careful, but uh, s- you know, just reciprocate, right? If you can, try to reciprocate, and I think you probably get something out of that too, right? You probably help you out as well emotionally and mentally as well. But yeah, I mean, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Talks about the lack of balance as well, lack of, like, once again, lack of structure. It's like maybe you're staying in, being private for too long. Maybe just kind of, just staying in for too long. That's really what I'm getting here. We also have the Nine of Wands in reverse here. Yeah, it's like maybe you might not have any effort to do anything. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Nine of Wands in reverse talks about, not really standing up for yourself, not really putting in any effort. Kind of talk about that there, right? Ten of Wands, in reverse, not putting in any effort, maybe to kind of maybe let go of any burdens that you may have, of any things that might be holding you back mentally here. The Tower kind of talks about something coming in here, right? The Tower can talk about communication, it can talk about um, realizations, right? Foundations breaking. If you have a specific way of thinking, that could be something that might be breaking, right? We also have the Magician in reverse. So let's kind of dive in deep a little bit more into the Tower and the Magician here. Let's try to see if we can get some more. Um, some of you guys might live in. I'm just getting some random stuff. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, you might be kind of divided with some ideas, potentially maybe things or messages, or maybe even by your own mental thoughts, your own, beliefs or behaviors. You're kind of they might be kind of dividing you. For example, maybe you have one belief that, you don't need to go out, but also maybe you get from the other side, that, hey, maybe going out is good, and it's kind of causing some havoc. That's not the best example, but maybe you have like conflicting beliefs, right, that are kind of just preventing you from moving forward and kind of just being able to kind of just kind of get out of your head and try to move forward just in general here. But lack of motivation here. But the good thing about the Tower card is usually it kind of comes in with um, something kind of changing your direction or changing your path a bit, right? It comes with realization. It comes with, you know, potentially something coming in here and kind of changing your perspective on something here, which can, I mean, could definitely change. And for some of you guys, it might be like some type of a discord with someone here that you might have. You might, have a conversation with someone that kind of motivates you and kind of helps you change your direction here in general. Yeah, and I think in general, it's gonna cause it's gonna like you might be having a conversation with someone, some type of discord with someone here that might kind of motivate you, might kind of help you kind of get out of this rut here. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here, right? And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse kind of talks about, like potentially cycles not ending, a string of bad luck potentially. But I feel like once you have like this discourse with this person, it's gonna kind of help you kind of flip this Wheel of Fortune card up on the right side here, and it's kind of change your trajectory here for a second, and it's gonna allow you to um kind of get out of your head a bit and become more motivated to kind of change things, right? Maybe in the past, maybe you thought you couldn't make things happen. Maybe if you were looking for a job, you thought, I can't get a job or something. Or you've just been so, like, clogged in. Your mind has been, with a lot of lack of clarity, and it's been kind of just difficult for you to be able to move forward. And I think having this discourse with this person I mean, for some of you guys, it might be like a father figure. I mean, it could be your dad, right? Um, it could definitely be your dad for sure, but it might be like someone that you see as a father figure. It doesn't have to be your dad, right? It could be maybe you don't have a dad, and maybe your mother is like your father figure, right? So whoever that is for you, um, just keep that in mind. Yeah, because I think a lot of you guys are potentially on the cusp of being able to manifest some stuff, but at this time it just feels kind of difficult. You're not motivated, just mentally it feels like you can't even get started on anything. Um, but I feel like this is just part of the journey, part of the path so far. So that is something to just keep in mind. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I just spoke about, the start, right? Ace of Wands here. We also have the Ace of Swords, right? The aces kind of talk about, starts, right? Ace of Swords can talk about communication, right? For some of you guys, and the Ace of Wands can talk about, going on the path, getting started on something. So maybe if you're looking for a job, you start applying for jobs. Maybe you're looking to start your business, you start your business. This is the first day you start, etc., right? But I feel like some communication potentially. It could be with the mother figure. It could be someone, maybe your sister for some of you guys. Maybe a father figure, someone that kind of you hold at a higher level than you. Is kind of start this kind of motivation or this aspiration to kind of push yourself to kind of start moving in the direction that you need to be moving in after some time of feeling like you're stuck and not really going anywhere, right? Nine of Swords here. Not the Seven of Swords or Eight of Swords. Sorry, I can't count today. We also have the World card, right? The World card talks about success. It talks about achieving your goals. So I mean, a lot of you guys that if this resonates with you, if you're going through something right now, just keep pushing. Listen to the people that matter to you the most, that hold some type of value to you in your life. And I think something good would come out of having conversations with those people, having some type of discord. And in general, I think it might pull you out of this rut, feeling stuck into a place of where you can get out of this and actually make something happen, right? Make some shit happen here. So I think that's a pretty good reading, I think. And to be honest, I mean, like, life in general is not all roses and, roses and rainbow, right? We got to be honest and whatnot. And we all in life kind of get into a rut at some point, and, it's our jobs to get ourselves out of it. But sometimes, in life, people come to help us as well. And that's okay too, right? That's valuable as well. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. Hopefully that kind of helped out. Let's see. Let's move on to our next sign here. I'm gonna go to Gemini. All right. Hello, guys. Hello, Miss Francis. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Happy holidays as well to you. We're gonna move on to Gemini. Let's see what we got for Gemini. Yeah, I need to shorten my readings a bit, guys. I'm kind of going really. Only done two so far. We're already 15 minutes in. We're actually 30 minutes in, so I need to pick it up. If not, I'm gonna be here all day. But hopefully you guys are enjoying the readings. Make sure to like my video. I appreciate your guys' support. It really helps out a lot. So it motivates me to continue doing these type of readings on here. All right, Knight of Cups. All right, so Gemini. Let's see. Gemini, you might be just focus on your financial stability at this time. Man, you might be kind of for your for some of you guys, Geminis, you might not be really interested in. You might be resisting any type of love at this time. You might be having people coming at you. We have the Knight of Wands here, but with the Knight of Wands, kind of comes with this lack of emotion here, right? You have the Seven of Cups in reverse. I mean, to me, I'm just reading this as like you not really wanting to kind of give attention to anyone that might be flirting with you, right? I think you might be focused on more on your, financial stuff right now. Because, I feel like a lot of you guys might be feeling that you're not making enough money. You could be making more money. You could be more set financially. You kind of want to more focus on that, right? Because we also have this Nine of Pentacles here. Justice in reverse, you know, like I said, for some of you guys, with this justice in reverse, Nine of Pentacles, you might be feeling that, hey, I don't got enough money in the bank right now. I need to have more money in the bank. Or you guys might be feeling you're not successful enough, you know? You might be really focused on that right now at this time, right? And for a lot of you Geminis, you might be thinking also, I don't want to deal with these scrubs, right? I don't want to deal with these Um, Knight of Wands here, right? Because Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands is a more of a lower card here, right? You might be wanting to deal more with someone that's this King of Wands energy here, right? Someone that has a higher stature, right? Someone that can meet you at the same level, right? For some of you guys, it might be feeling that you haven't really had much success with meeting someone that is at the same level as you, that has the same ambition, that has the same, goals. Maybe shit, maybe you want to live in a nice part of town and you haven't really found someone with that same ambition as you, or have certain amount of money in the bank account, be living a certain lifestyle. You just haven't really had success in that, right? Six of Wands in reverse talks about lack of success, right? We have the Five of Cups in reverse talks about, um, kind of reminiscing in that, right? The lack that you haven't been able to find someone, that kind of meets you at your kind of level here with this King of Wands here, right? I mean, it is something you think about for sure, right? Page of Swords, but I think just for some of you guys, the opportunity just hasn't really came, right? So it's like this idea that you are either a king or a queen, and you just necessarily haven't met that king or queen for yourself, right? And I say king or queen because you could be a guy or a girl, etc. And you know, but I mean, just overall, for some of you guys, it might be feeling that that's one of the things that is kind of lacking. In general, the love aspect, the financial aspect as well. But focusing on finances is your biggest priority right now, and finding someone at your level is also a priority. But I feel like your finances are probably the biggest focus at this time. And then if someone comes to you with that same level of, you know, you know, achiever, mentality as then we'll make something happen. Other than that, I'm gonna kick you to the curb. Let's see. Let's pull some advice here, guys. Let's see, Gemini. Let's pull some advice for Gemini. Yeah, I'd just be careful. Maybe if you're looking to, work on your finances, maybe taking any shortcuts or anything like that. Because the Five of Swords, what I'm getting with this Five of Swords is like someone that potentially might, kind of, climb over people and to get to where they need to get to. I'd just be careful of that. There we also have the Two of Wands here, so potentially, finding out better ways to get to where you need to be financially, career wise would be, very beneficial as well for you, right? That might be really good for you. Um, Death card in reverse usually talks about not wanting to change. So for some of you guys, you might be really wanting to maybe take whatever route you need to take in order to be successful. Uh, just be careful of that. I mean, that's pretty much what it's trying to tell you, right? Because the Death card in reverse can talk about not wanting to change, right? Not wanting to allow changes to happen. Um, so I just be careful of that type of mentality at this time as well. All right. So Gemini, that's what I have for you guys. We're gonna move on to our next sign. Move on to Cancer. All right, we're gonna switch decks for this one, Cancer. Make sure to show some love on the like button there. Appreciate you guys. All right, so far we are done with, let's see, Taurus is done, Gemini is done, and we're on Cancer. All right. All right, Cancer. We got the High Priestess in reverse here. Let's keep pulling some cards here. Let's get some more stuff for you guys. Page of Swords. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, man. All right. So, Cancers, some of you guys might be wondering. I feel like you guys want things to happen. Like, for some of you guys, you might want, like financial successes. You're kind of wondering kind of what's going on, right? Um, you're kind of wondering if, if things are gonna like like for example, you have goals, you have dreams, you're kind of really focused on whether or not they're gonna take place, whether they're gonna happen. Um, and basically, to me, what this means is like you're not really paying attention, or keeping into account, like the forces that you can't see, basically, right? Because we have the High Priestess in reverse. Um, you should be focusing on just where you're at right now, living in the moment, and not worrying about whether or not you will be successful. That's really what it's saying, right? um, the Start card as well, that's a beautiful card to get, right? The Start card kind of talks about belief, talks about focusing your energy, and just you know understanding that if I work on a specific goal, I can make it happen. But it's also kind of accepting the fact that kind of the forces that are unknown, that are unseen, can kind of assist you in that way too, right? Whether it be God or whatever you believe in here. I think you might be too worried about just like um, not making it, not being successful, as opposed to just like for example, you start a business, you're too worried about failing, right? You should be worried about just creating a good business that brings in money, and offers good customer service, etc., right? Whatever your business requires for it to be successful, and allow like the forces to that are not seen to kind of assist you, right? Whether it be God or whatnot, whatever you believe in, right? Whatever that is for you. So the lack of belief, or the you know the fact that you're worrying might be preventing you from actually being able to to kind of enjoy the moment, kind of uh, experience what is going on at the present time. Because at the end of the day, right, if you're working towards a specific goal, you're kind of increasing your chances that you make that goal happen. And if you're worrying about things, the worrying is not really increasing your chances of making that goal happen. um, and that's basically what it's trying to say. uh don't be afraid to kind of live your life, right? To kind of experience things along the journey, right? A lot of times, you see a lot of successful people, right? They talk about success, and they say like a lot of the times it's not really the end goal, but it's really the journey that was the best part of the whole experience. And for a lot of you guys, I think this is more related towards financial stuff, right? You have a goal that is financial, that you're trying to achieve, and you're worried about not achieving that goal, and you're spending a lot of time worrying about it, that you should be focusing more on action in terms of getting that goal to be achievable, as opposed to worrying about all the things that could go wrong, right? So, and also realizing that, hey, you know what, there's there's also a thing called luck too, that can kind of help you, right, achieve your goals too in general. And the luck kind of comes in from you know the things that we don't know, that we don't see, that kind of assist us along the way, along the journey. And it's kind of just trusting the process, trusting that you're putting in your time to the right actions, whether you're starting a business, going to school, getting a career, whatever it is. And also trusting the other side too, the things that you can't see, that are kind of working you know in the back end, right? In the back of the scenes. So those unknown forces. And also realizing that, hey man, you can enjoy your free time too, man. You don't have to always you know just sit down and worry about things, and focus on working towards your goal, and also enjoying the present moment, whatever that might be for you, right? Uh, and I think at the end of the day, that will be more beneficial for you in general, because it will allow you to enjoy the journey. Um, but I mean, you're also working towards the goal as well at the same time. So I mean, it doesn't really get better than that, right? So that's really what it's trying to tell you, right? For a lot of you guys, you're trying to build something here. It could be anything, right? For some of you guys, it might be like some type of social media thing going on here. The Empress talks about, giving birth and growing things, right? So for a lot of you guys, it's that, right? You might be giving growth, or giving, building some type of a social media presence, or you might be required to do so. For some of you guys, might be like, you might be doing this some type of guidance, some type of social media guidance. I don't know what that is, right? It might be like financial or something like that. But some type of guidance business, maybe, um, working on a business that's social media related. That, there's different types of guidance, businesses, right? I mean, you be doing a coaching business, financial business. You could be doing pretty much anything, right? You go on YouTube, you can pretty much find anything on there. um, some of you guys, for things that are not working out, let's say you're working on building something here, right? Um, if something doesn't work, just let it go. Like, for example, maybe you try to buy ads on, I don't know, YouTube or something. That's just an example. And let's say that strategy doesn't work to help your business in terms of growth, then just skip it. Okay, Eight of Cups, kind of let that go. Don't worry about it. Move on to the next strategy, because at some point, Wheel of Fortune here, you'll be able to find something that will work, right? The Wheel of Fortune here. All right. So don't get discouraged if something doesn't work out right away. Like, let's say you start a specific type of business and you have a strategy on how to get clients. Let's say that strategy doesn't work, find a different strategy. Don't hold any remorse, don't grieve about it, move on, and then just, try something else. And at some point you will find something that actually works, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune kind of talks about that. It talks about luck, it talks about, finding success in a specific area there, right? Because on the Wheel of Fortune, right, there's different options on that wheel, and one of those options will work at some point, right? But that's pretty much it, Cancer. Hopefully that kind of helped you guys out. We're gonna move on to our next sign. We're gonna move on to Leo. Leo. All right. And I am going to have to actually use the bathroom. I normally don't do this, but that's what happens when you drink a lot of liquids. I don't think I've ever done this actually. But I do need to use the bathroom, so I will be back. I know this sucks, but I'll be back in a second. Um, all right, we're back, guys. Oh man, I've never done that before. I've never gone to the bathroom while doing a live. Um, that's, I guess there's a first time for everything, right? All right, moving on. Leo. Let's see what we got for Leo. All right, guys. Leo. Let's see what we got for Leo. Okay, for some of you guys, Leo, we got the Death card in reverse here. There might be some problems with impulsivity here for some of you guys. Um, this could be related to work. You know, could be related to work here. You might be kind of impulsive here in terms of, something work related here. Might even be boss related here, right? We have the Emperor in reverse here. Let's see. Let's see if we can get anything else here. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely work related. I mean, some impulsivity here going on. Let's see if we can pull some more stuff. I mean, it could be related to maybe how you view your boss. It could be potentially just work related in general, as far as maybe the perception that you have towards people here at work. Let's see what else we got here. Or for some of you guys, might be work related in terms of like maybe getting rid of or walking away from jobs. That might be another thing too. I see here, right? Might have a distortion in terms of how you see people as well. With this Three of Cups here, how you see other people around you. All right, that's an interesting reading so far. Yeah, some of you guys might not really care so much about, or some of you guys might be worried about how to make more money as well, right? With the King of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Pentacles. Might be kind of trying to. Some of you guys might be spending too much money as well. That could be the case here. So just be careful of that if you're spending too much money. Some of you guys might be too comfortable not making enough money or making little money. And some of you guys might be seeing also maybe a lot of the jobs that you maybe do, you might not be so interested in them. That might be a reason for some of you guys. If you're someone that leaves jobs often, that might be something that you might be dealing with. Like, hey, I don't like this job, so I'm gonna go to another job, like kind of hop around, right? That might be the case for some of you guys here. Now, for your future, we have here the Four of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys might be trying to rebuild something here. Maybe rebuild your confidence, rebuild your belief systems here. Um, maybe for some of you guys, it might be rebuilding the way you see yourself. Maybe in the past you've been maybe more mentally strong in terms of how you see yourself. Some of you guys might be trying to do that, trying to build some of that. And it might be kind of difficult. It might be really hard. Six of Wands kind of talks about lack of success, right? Here, lack of success for some of you guys. Um, for others of you guys might be changing the way you know, changing your goals. Maybe you had a goal, that you've been trying to accomplish for some time now. And then you realize maybe you don't want to be victorious in this specific goal, and you might be changing your goal, right? We have the Eight of Cups here in the upright. Six of Wands in reverse kind of talks about lack of success here in something. So I think this is more like goal related for some of you guys. This might be a goal that you've been having for some time now, that you might be kind of shooting for the stars in a different area, in a different topic here. And this might have been something that, you've been dealing with that's been kind of difficult, right? Because I was kind of getting that it might be kind of cruel here. Four of Swords in reverse might be something that's been kind of challenging for you in general. So you might be changing your goals. You might be changing, maybe your overall purpose for some of you guys. Um, yeah, I mean, Fool in reverse, right? Fool in reverse goes on a journey, doesn't really know what to expect, has no idea, they're like clueless as fuck, right? Um, Yeah, I mean, you guys are going, for some of you guys, three of pentacles in reverse. Um, maybe, getting into doing some type of a self study. Some of you guys might be doing that. Maybe starting your own specific type of business here. That might be what you're focusing on. Uh, you know, for some of you guys, it might be just going into some type of work that you've never done before. Like it's just so foreign to you. And it's completely new. And you have no idea. It's like you have no idea how to do the job. You've never done the job. You have no idea where this job's gonna take you. For others of you guys, it's more related to starting your just being like a self-starter in terms of business and money, right? Same thing, clueless, don't know exactly where you're going, what you're doing, have no idea where this is going to end up, but you're just kind of just going on that path, right? Six of Swords, yeah, just kind of just going on your own path, kind of leaving something behind here, maybe that you've always done here. Let's pull one more card here. For some of you guys, this might be a last ditch effort. Last ditch effort here. This might be so like you might be going on a limb, right? Maybe you've started businesses over your lifetime, they've never been successful, and now you're gonna go start that, right? You're gonna go do something a business that you've never done before, you have no experience in. For others of you guys, it might be a career, something that you've never done, like completely foreign to you, and you're just gonna go try it, see what happens, have no idea. And I think for a lot of you guys, you might be questioning. You're gonna start maybe questioning yourself a lot, right? Because the Seven of Cups in reverse kind of talks about the ability. I'm reading the Seven Cups in reverse as like just having a lot of mental thoughts. More than one thought, obviously, right? And kind of just the Seven of Cups in reverse talks about the lack of clarity. The lack of understanding of what's going on. Not really sure what choice to make here, right? Um, so it might be feeling that you might be feeling that on this journey. But I was getting just to remain calm. With the Seven of Cups in reverse, kind of just chill out. Um, let's see. Let's pull some advice. Ten of Swords in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, yeah, a lot of you guys are leaving something here. Ten of Swords in reverse talks about healing from an ending. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, so, this is really feeling like maybe leaving a job that's paying really well and just going on a limb here. Judgment in reverse, kind of to me, this feels like just putting something to rest. Whether it be maybe something that you're currently doing and kind of just going on a limb. Um, here, cherry in reverse. Once again, like it's just going on a journey, that you're so completely foreign to, and not really knowing what the hell is gonna happen. And you're just kind of pushing forward, and a lot of doubt, a lot of self negative talk. But at the end of the day, keep pushing forward, and trying to remain calm, and um, just trying to achieve that specific goal, that outcome. Right? I mean, yeah, that's what I'm getting here, Leo. So a lot of you guys are, doing some crazy shit. Quitting some jobs, quitting something that you've always done that might have provided you stability here, and trying something wild here. That's what it really feels like. So Leo, that's what I have for you. Hopefully that helps someone out there. We're gonna move on to the next sign. All right, we're gonna move on to Virgo. All right, Virgo. Let's see what we got for Virgo. Hey, Astrid. Greetings. Welcome from the Netherlands. Welcome, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure to like my video. It helps out quite a bit, and it is free. Hopefully, you're having a good day so far, everyone. We're going to do a quick reading for Virgo next. Let's see what we got for Virgo. Let's see. We've done Leo, so we're just going to put that on there. Leo is done. Cool. All right, Virgo. All right, Virgo, you might be kind of. Are you are you starting some stuff with maybe someone at your job here, Virgo? I feel like you're starting some stuff with someone at a job here, someone at a higher level than you. Maybe they're being a bit malicious, maybe not being the best boss, being the best, employer that they can be. You're kind of standing your ground. You might be a bit worried about how this might affect your job overall, but I think you'll be fine though, Four of Swords here, talks about peace, talks about resting, talks about, being, I think, just at peace in general, right? Um, for some of you guys, it might be you're not losing your rest, you're not losing your calmness, even though you might have maybe put your job on the line. Here, okay. All right. So for some of you guys, it might be very important at this time. Maybe just watch the way you kind of, communicate, kind of carry yourself here. Um, just be careful of that, because the Queen of Swords, someone that kind of communicates very well, very intellectual, doesn't lose their shit, right? They don't lose their mind. They speak the truth, and they're not someone that criticizes people. They're not someone that that doubts themselves either, right? They're someone that believes in themselves and knows for sure 100% what they're going to say is what they believe, and they stand behind that. So just being careful of you know holding any grudges, any ill intent for other people, right? The Three of Pentacles, I mean, definitely related to work here in reverse. Yeah, just be careful how you communicate with others at this time. For some of you guys, this might kind of push you to kind of leave this job, right? Six of Wands here, right? Nine of Cups in reverse, because this might kind of put a sour taste in your mouth here. Um, and this might have been something that's been brewing for some time too. For some of you guys, you might have lost hope in this specific for this specific employer. The boss, obviously, but this specific job. So you might have kind of lost a little bit of hope here. Um, for this specific job. So that's what I'm getting. Some of you guys might be, leaving a job here where you've kind of had a scuffle with your boss here. I mean, you might be, dude. I mean, some of you guys might be worried about, if you're thinking about leaving a job, you might be worried about that, right? You might be worried if you're gonna find opportunity somewhere else. The good thing is, I like the Wheel of Fortune here, right? Because I think the Wheel of Fortune brings in a lot of good luck, and that's just kind of how I read the Wheel of Fortune. I know some people read it a little bit different, but I'm getting some pretty good vibes from this Wheel of Fortune here, though. So I mean, for some of you guys, if you're looking for another job, and you're not really satisfied where you're at, I think you're gonna be able to kind of really find something better here. Um, but we have the High Priestess in reverse here, right? And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. To me, that just kind of resembles, someone that is not really sure whether or not they can find something better, in the horizon. But with this Wheel of Fortune at the end, I definitely like that, man. It's looking pretty good there. I mean, obviously, if you're gonna leave one job to the, for another, make sure you have, one job lined up before you leave your current job, right? Um, so just, be mindful of that. So if you're gonna leave one job, make sure you have a job already lined up before you leave that main job, right? Because you gotta pay your bills at the end of the day, right? Um, I mean, for some of if you're looking to leave one job for another, it might be kind of a slow start. It might not, move so fast, right? You might not find something right away. So like I said, you might take your time, but I think at some point you will kind of just be able to find something here. And don't give up too, right? Because it's Ace of Wands here. It's kind of getting that you might want to give up here. I would just not give up. I would just continue on that path. Also remember to, maybe you've had a pretty successful career so far. Remember the successes you've had, and remember that, hey, other people will see those successes and want to hire you as well. Um, yeah, Eight of Pentacles here, kind of working on that. So Eight of Pentacles kind of talks about, someone that's hard at work, trying to, make it happen here, trying to get a job. Yeah, you might be trying to kind of, like I said, leave one place, go to another place in terms of job, getting a new job here. Because you might have had, you know, you might have been put in a position of having to defend yourself, man. Defend yourself. If some of you guys are thinking about a past relationship, it's not really coming up as something that's gonna come back here. Five of Swords. There's some lies going on here, some manipulation potentially here in a specific relationship in the past here. It's kind of dead right now, right? It's not really coming back, right? Because the Judgment card in reverse kind of talks about that here. Yeah. All right, Virgo, that's what I have for you. Make sure to like my video, guys. I really appreciate your guys' support and help. All right, happy holidays, guys. Thank you for those commenting in the comment section there, the live chat. Happy holidays to you as well. Let's see. Let's move on to our next sign. We're at Libra. All right, Libra. Let's see what we got for Libra. By the way, I just got a new green screen, so that's why you guys can see I'm out in the cosmos, in the space right now. So if you're wondering where I'm at, I'm actually in space. So, all right, Libra. Oh God, let me shuffle more Libra. Keep shuffling for you, Libra. All right, Libra. All right, getting a bunch of cards in reverse here. Jeez. All right, Libras. All right, there's some good stuff and there's some bad stuff. All right, Libras. New opportunities, right? Page of Pentacles kind of talks about that. Kind of talks about new opportunities here. Ten of Pentacles, definitely, something potentially might be coming in here that might be providing something lucrative for you in terms of money. And I think this might be a step up for some of you guys. Three of Wands, right? It kind of talks about, growing, moving forward. I definitely like that. Now we got this other side as well for you, Libra. We got the Strength in reverse here. Now, this Strength in reverse here, I feel like there's a dark side to things as well. There's maybe been a challenge here with yourself mentally, maybe some dark moments, some light moments. The Temperance kind of talks about, and reverse kind of talks about the lack of balance. Maybe you have a lot of negative thoughts in terms of what direction to head into, what decisions to make here. Um, Maybe you worry about things a lot. The Five of Cups in reverse kind of talks about that, and it kind of prevents you kind of from moving forward. But what I do like though is, this Page of Pentacles kind of talks about that, you know, getting some type of opportunity that's gonna provide for you, which is pretty cool. I like that. Very good there. Um, okay, let's pull some more cards here. Okay. Yeah, the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups, man. Yeah, like I said, man, there's definitely gonna be some good shit here, coming in for you in terms of, financial stuff, right? Now we have the Five of Swords here. Let's kind of clarify this Five of Swords here. I think at this time, using your words effectively is very important. With this Five of Swords here, just you want to be careful of how you talk to people, how you approach people. You also want to be careful of other people as well around you, how they talk to you, how they make you feel, right? Because we have this Five of Swords, right? It can talk about, someone that's willing to do whatever it takes to win at all costs, right? It doesn't matter how other people, feel, how other people, um, you know, what other people think about them. So you want to just be careful, how other people talk to you, how they make you feel. Just be careful of those people around you. But also, you also want to be careful of how you communicate yourself, right? As well, right? Because you have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords here with that Five of Swords. So, very cool stuff here. I mean, it's a pretty good reading so far. Let's see. Let's get a couple more cards here. All right. Once again, Seven of Swords. I mean, more of this Five of Swords, Seven of Swords energy. Once again, just be careful of how people approach you, how people come towards you. Um, how they make you feel. I'd just be careful of that. Okay. Don't be afraid to walk away from people that are not, giving you they're giving you shitty vibes. I mean, just be careful of that, okay? Um, yeah, Five of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse talks about letting go. Not really engaging in conflict, engaging in situations that don't benefit you. So that's what I'm getting there. That's what I got for you, Libra. Hopefully, I kind of helped you guys out there a bit. All right, moving on. We're gonna move on to the next sign, Scorpio. Happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays, Veronica. Thank you guys. Make sure to like my video. I appreciate your guys' help and your support. We're gonna move on to Scorpio. All right, let's get going here. Happy holidays. Yeah, I can't wait for the holidays. It's probably my favorite time of the year, especially Christmas. Christmas is my favorite time. Not just because of the presents or, the money, their presents, whatever that might be, but more just because of like spending time, around friends and family and whatnot. That's probably like the best time for me. And I mean, who doesn't like to get presents, right? That kind of helps too. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like you kind of had a difficult time with some type of career thing here for sure. Like you might be kind of thinking, you might have stopped doing something that, I think this is more related towards money that could have brought you money. Um, I think you took a time out, maybe you took some, break. There might have been for some of you guys, it might have even been like maybe a business that's kind of seasonal too, maybe that's, kind of comes and goes for some of you guys. Um, so for others of you guys, this might be related in terms of money. Like you didn't have so much success in a specific area, and now hey, you're kind of thinking about the past bad experiences here, and it's kind of been kind of tough in terms of money and stability, kind of letting that go, the bad experiences. And because I think you have like, dreams and wishes of like, doing some pretty big things for yourself, some pretty big goals for yourself. And it's been kind of tough, right? And I feel like for some time, maybe you took some time to kind of breathe, kind of get your mind together, get your kind of your stuff together here. Um, let's see, let's pull some more cards here. It's been kind of tough though for you, huh? Five of Cups kind of talks about, really, you know, kind of focusing on the bad experiences, like I was saying here. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, I think it's related to money, whether you're starting a business, maybe a venture or something like that. I feel like you took a break here, took some time to kind of explore, kind of think about things a bit more, kind of just wait and kind of see what would happen from there. Um, let's see what else we got here. Hmm. Some of you guys might be changing your goals too. You might be changing the way you see your goals. Maybe you might be kind of adjusting those, maybe the parameters of your goals, the way you see money, maybe what stability means to you, maybe what your financial stability means to you. I feel like some of you guys might be readjusting that too, because I think some of you guys have gotten like burnt in the past in terms of like money situations here, and it's taken a lot of time for you to kind of just look deep within yourself and really maybe change your goals and reanalyze what stability kind of means to you in general. All right, for others of you guys, we got the two of cups here. All right. Also, it's been a struggle for love, man. I mean, I can't really make it sound nice here. It's been kind of a struggle here, right? Because the Seven of Wands kind of talks about that, right? It talks about struggle, right? In terms of the pursuit of love here, or I mean, it could be business partnerships too, right? Now, this is another story here. So, the pursuit of love in general, the pursuit of business partnerships can be kind of difficult here, kind of murky. For some of you guys, it might be kind of difficult to even see how to like even move forward in terms of like love and partnerships and stuff like that. Um, yeah, it might. Some of you guys might even be interested in, you know, having two partners, maybe dating two partners at the same time. Maybe you have too many partners that might be coming towards you as well here, because we have the Three of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups in reverse here, right? And that kind of can kind of talk about not really knowing who to choose, right? Who to pick, right? Um, but it feels kind of, with this Seven of Wands here, it feels kind of difficult though, right? Because Seven of Wands is someone that's, really, having to defend themselves on the offensive here. It doesn't feel very peaceful at all. Um, you might not be really enjoying the process of love at this time. Let's pull some advice here and see how can we improve the process. Yeah, I mean, there might be a problem with communication here. Ace of Swords in reverse, right? Maybe not communicating enough. Maybe that's why you're not so satisfied in this specific area. Um, so that might be a thing there, right? So you might want to maybe work on communication, maybe not enough communication, maybe the value of the communication that's being given here. Let's see. Yeah, just more. I think it's just more communication. I think that's what it really is, right? Being able to just communicate more with people in general would be beneficial. So we all know, right? Maybe when you're dating, it can be kind of difficult the first time when you meet someone, right? You're kind of scared to talk to them. Maybe you don't want to talk to them too much. Or maybe you kind of hold out a lot on communication. It might be kind of good to kind of reevaluate the way that you kind of see how you communicate with someone you might be interested in or that you're pursuing like romantically here. Yep. And overall, I feel like in general, for some of you guys, you might be realizing that if you had like super high goals in terms of like money, some of you guys might be kind of, like I said, changing your goals. You might be seeing that maybe you're more satisfied if you have maybe just a little bit less money. So for example, maybe you wanted $1 million and now you're gonna maybe you'd be satisfied with only $500,000 in your bank account. And you're kind of seeing that more like a better version of how you would like to live your life. You're more at peace with that, right? With the Four of Swords here, and the Five of Pentacles. It's like maybe I don't need to have all this money. Maybe it's stressing me out too much. I may want to just kind of live a more, maybe a less luxurious life and just kind of just reassess the way that I see money and financial stability. And that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. All right, Scorpio, that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully that kind of helped out. We're gonna move on to the next sign, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Let's see. All right, Sagittarius. Make sure to like my video, guys. It really helps out a lot. Happy holidays as well. Hopefully you're having a good day so far. Feel free to put in what part of the world are you guys from? I'm kind of curious because I've seen people from Scotland, Brazil. We've seen a bunch of stuff going on, right? People from all over the world. I think I've seen Peru. All right. All right, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. We got the Magician card here. Okay. Magician talks about manifestation, right? Trying to make shit happen, trying to make things, because the Magician, they got everything they need in order to be successful here, right? They got everything on the table. He is a magician, right? He's gonna, you know, create his own concoction of whatever he has to do in order to have his goal be completed, accomplished here. Now for some of you guys, this is related to partnerships in terms of romantic stuff, right? Two of Cups in reverse talks about the lack of romanticism, the lack of, being able to find a partner, right? A lot of you guys might be feeling like you're in lack, right? You might be wanting a partner, and it feels like, hey, I need a partner. It'd be make me more satisfied, more joyful in life, and you guys are pushing towards that, making that happen. Because the Magician is kind of talking about that, right? In this specific reading, for some of you guys, it might feel kind of difficult though to move forward, right? A lot of you guys have done maybe a lot of thinking, a lot of um, just a lot of contemplation in terms of how to be able to find someone here. And potentially for a lot of you guys, you might have not had a lot of luck in terms of like finding someone in general. Um, just at all, getting anyone to kind of bite in terms of, dating you. And you might even be thinking of ways, any way to kind of, get some interest in terms of relationships, right? So let's see. So here's the thing, right? In terms of relationships, one thing that's very important is for some of you guys, you might be too picky. You might be too maybe missing some opportunities. So you might be having people that are interested in you, and you know, you might be kind of just not giving them the time of day. The chariot card. I like the chariot card, right? Because the chariot, this guy hops on his chariot. He's going in a specific direction. He knows exactly where he's going. But he possesses the power to kind of get to his destination in a timely manner. And overall, he has a lot of control over what he experiences and whatnot. So in general, you guys have the control of exactly who you date, the type of person you date, right? And for a lot of you guys, you might be kind of um, confused in terms of relationships, uh, like for example, like if you have someone that is interested in dating you or has interest in you in general, you might be kind of confused on exactly what that person brings to the table. So for example, it's like reading a book by its cover, right? You're kind of looking at this person, taking them from face value and not really spending time with them, not really, taking the time to understand what their values are, what they like to do in general, the type of person they are. And I think this is what it's basically trying to say here, right? Trying to to give people chances would be very very important for you, because I think there's a lot of uh, there's definitely people interested in you. I mean, you can't really say that there's not, right? But I think that would be very important for some of you guys here, if that kind of resonates with you in general. I mean, because there's definitely opportunities, for you for relationships here, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, King of Swords in reverse here. All right, we got two people here. But the thing is, if they're not willing to realize what they bring to the table, the value that they could possess in terms of a relationship, then that relationship's not gonna happen, right? So I think overall, it kind of comes down to your beliefs and how you see people, how you analyze people. I think it's very important and kind of reassessing that, because at the end of the day, here, right, with these two cards here and the Nine of Cups here, definitely a lot of potential for to find someone and create a good relationship, a good partnership. um but there has to be, it's like when you're looking for someone to date, you have to create some type of a process for yourselves, um on how to analyze people, right? You don't want to be someone that's too picky, that just because this person is, I don't know, maybe I don't know, what's a good example? You see someone on Tinder and they put down a picture of themselves in, I don't know, in a tank top as their last picture, and maybe you don't like that picture because they're wearing a tank top, and you dismiss that person. That's kind of what I'm talking about here. Dismissing people because of little things that might not really be reasonable, um, is something that you might want to be more mindful of, because it might be kind of preventing you from being able to experience, partnerships and just dating in general with people that that might offer more on the table than what a picture can tell you or their bio can kind of tell you. I mean, obviously if this person is I mean, if they have something on their bio or a picture that's just alarming, then obviously, yeah, definitely skip this person. Do not date this person, you know. But if it's something that is so like trivial, then not trivial at all, then just it might be something that you might want to look more into, and that's what I'm trying to say here. So that's what I got for you, Sagittarius. Hopefully, I kind of helped out there. All right, we're gonna move on to our next sign. Let's see, we got Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Let's go, Capricorn. Let's see what we have for Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Man, Capricorn. I feel like you're waiting for something here. I'm not really sure what you're waiting for, but are you waiting for better days or for things to just be better? It kind of just gives me that like vibe of like just waiting for like what you currently have is not enough. Like, I mean, it doesn't. It's just a general thing, right? It doesn't have to be, in your whole life in general, but it could be. I mean, if it's it could be related to work, right? Maybe you get a job opportunity and you feel like it's not enough. You're not really seeing the benefits or the pros to the offers you might be getting, or if you're looking for love, you're not really seeing. You're thinking that it's enough, or it's what you deserve. Um, so I think maybe changing your perspective would be pretty important, right? Because the Hangman kind of talks about that, right? He talked about waiting, getting a different perspective. But with the Justice in reverse, I mean, I'm just kind of feeling like, hey, you feel like a lot of maybe the opportunities you're getting are just not really getting it. They're not enough, even though they might be offering more than than it kind of meets the eye there. So, with the Sun card here, right? They might be a bit better than you're actually kind of seeing on the surface. So that might be something you might want to take a look at here, because there's a lot. I mean, it feels like it could be a lot of opportunities here that could be successful here, right? Because we have the Six of Wands in reverse, but you're not really willing to kind of go on that journey and kind of experience those things, whether it be like money related, love related here. Because we also have the world card here, right? The world card can talk about success. Um, I feel that a lot of you guys might be struggling with also kind of just trusting that things would work out as well. Um, so for some of you, that might be important as well. Just trying to trust that things could work out, that things could be successful, right? Because a lot of you might be thinking that maybe you're above a certain person, maybe a situation here, or in terms of career as well, whatever this might be, right? This is just a general reading. It could be related to anything, right? Um, yeah, you might be thinking that you're just kind of not really trusting, right? Ten of Cups at the bottom as well. I mean, you're getting a lot of good cards here, right? The World card, success, completion, things working out. Ten of Cups, fulfillment, etc. But at the end of the day, you kind of have to trust the process that something can work in your benefit here. But I feel like you're kind of indecisive. So like let's say you're applying for jobs. This is just an example, and you're getting opportunities, you land the job and you're kind of second guessing yourself. You're thinking, well, maybe this job is kind of beneath me. This is not really uh, you know, as worth it. I deserve better. But the Sun card is kind of saying like, hey, maybe there is some opportunity in these, things in these opportunities that are coming towards you, and you're not really kind of seeing them, right? Like you're not gonna experience success if you don't take, you know, you know, opportunities that are coming at you at all, right? I can get opportunities thrown at me, but if I'm not willing to actually accept them and move forward, then I'm not gonna see success at all. So I think that's really what it's trying to say here, because with the Ten of Cups, man, the World card here, it's like I mean, there's a lot of success here, man. I mean, with the Sun card as well. I mean, that's really good, right? That's all really good shit right there. But it's if you're willing to actually move forward and say yes to the opportunities, that's what really matters. Okay. All right. We have the Queen of Wands here in reverse, the Tower in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse here. I mean, this could be about perspectives here, right? Not really wanting to change your perspectives on how you see, situations, how you see yourself in general. And I feel like this is kind of like how you see yourself, right? Uh, Knight of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse, in between the Tower in reverse here. Like, to me, this is about beliefs, right? You've kind of built this foundation of how you see yourself. You see yourself at a high level, but at the same time, you might not be realizing that some of these opportunities can lead to bigger things in general, and that might be kind of affecting you, because you might be kind of on your high horse. You know what I'm saying? And you might want to kind of just open up your mind more to opportunities, and how you can leverage one experience to even greater experiences, and that's really what it's trying to say here. Let's pull some advice here for you guys. Yeah, I mean, Hierophant, man, the Hierophant talks about learning things, right? Learning something, becoming an expert. King of Pentacles as well, man. It's financial success, man. For some of you guys, I feel like maybe you see yourself at a certain level. Um, like maybe you're getting opportunities maybe that you see as that are lower level than you, and you're not willing to kind of take a step down. Even though those opportunities might take you to a higher position at some point than you currently are in. Right? Because the Hierophant kind of talks about that, right? The Hierophant, he is an expert in his own specific career, and his specific knowledge. People come to him for answers about life in general, right? Um, but the Hierophant talks about learning too, right? Kind of becoming an expert in a specific thing. So potentially for some of you guys, you might be struggling in that aspect, not wanting to kind of take a step down to learn about something that potentially can, financially free you, financially give you maybe even another piece of side income, along with your main form of income here. Um, so that might be kind of a trap, right? So that might be something you might want to keep an eye on, Capricorn. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Hopefully that kind of helped out there. All right, let's move on to our next sign, Aquarius. Aquarius. Make sure to like my video as well. It helps out quite a bit, and it is free as well. It is free 99, so make sure to like my video if you guys can. Let's move on to Aquarius. 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 So I like this. Seven of Wands in reverse here. I feel like at this time, Aquarius, you might be very just emotionally like very in tune with yourself. You're not really allowing things to kind of get to you here. Um, like right now at this time, you might be someone that might be, kind of just letting things go, which I definitely like a lot, because I think in general, I think it's probably making you happier. It's making you more satisfied, more at peace with yourself. Um, which I definitely like a lot. That's who doesn't want that, right? And I feel like you're kind of, you might be feeling maybe in the past you might have felt that maybe this might have been affecting you in general. Like maybe you let things get to you a lot, and at some point you realize that that was kind of affecting your happiness, your joyfulness, and you decided to kind of work on that and kind of push yourself out of that, right? Not really allowing things to kind of hurt the way you feel about yourself, hurt the way that your day goes, all of that stuff there. And I feel like you might have even come up with some type of a process, some type of a system here, some type of a strategy here, which I like. I like it a lot, man. It's like you're like zenned out right now. um not really allowing things to get to you, get into conflicts. And I think overall it's going to lead more to your happiness for sure. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? I think you knew that too, but we have the Ten of Cups here, right? Having full fulfillment, full of joy here. I think you're happier, not really getting into conflicts, right? We got the Five of Wands in reverse here. When you don't get into the midst of conflicts, situations that you don't need to be in, into drama and stuff. I feel like you just feel better about yourself. You feel like you're in your power. Life feels great. Um, it just feels exciting, right? It feels like you're not dealing with other people's bullshit, which I definitely like a lot here. Um, okay. Now we also have the Queen of Wands in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, some of you guys might be, kind of dealing with multiple people if you're dating at this time. You might be dealing, maybe dating more than one person, getting to know a couple people here. Um, for some of you guys, you might have maybe, if you were in a partnership, you might have maybe you might have broken away from your partner, and maybe you're dating, you know, um, but it feels like maybe that partnership's still kind of there. It's not necessarily gone, let's say, right? Like that person's not necessarily gone. It just feels like something like it's kind of still there, like the frequency or the energy of that's still there. Like let's say you broke up with someone, it didn't work out, and like this person was like someone you expected to like marry, be with for a long period of time, maybe for the rest of your life, however you see it, and it kind of didn't work out, and then, you know, you guys went your own way. You started to date a couple people. It just feels like, there's still kind of something there. The Sun card here, I kind of like that because um, it kind of talks about, having more of a positive outlook in this specific relationship, even though it might not be working out right now. Like in the future, it might be something that, might work out, right? And sometimes in life, right, things are like when you break up with someone, and let's say you get back with someone, and it works out, right? You get married with this person. Sometimes it's just part of the process, part of the journey, right? So for some of you guys, that might be the case, right? For others of you guys, obviously that might not be the case. But that's what I'm kind of seeing here. All right. All right, last couple of cards here. We have the Page of Swords here. I mean, just being very diplomatic, I feel like it kind of goes back to this relationship here. You guys might be keeping tabs on each other, but I feel like you're not really moving forward or taking any action at this time. Just maybe if you guys have to talk to each other, maybe maybe you guys share a dog or something, and you guys, communicate once in a while about the dog. But you guys keep things very short, very diplomatic, very, concise. Um, that's what it kind of feels like here. Um, and kind of keep things short, try to conclude things very quickly with this person, with this, past partner that feels like they're kind of still around. Um, that's what I'm kind of getting there. So hopefully that kind of helps someone out there. I feel like I'm just jumbling words now, guys. Let's see, we're an hour and a half in already. Jumbling words. I'm starting to lose my ability as I kind of go through this reading here. These last readings. All right, one last reading here. We're moving on to Pisces. All right, Pisces. All right, let's see what we got for Pisces. All right, Pisces. Ooh, Pisces. Pisces. I like this, dude. Pisces, you might have some. I mean, if you're looking for a new job, it might be a good time for that. Some of you guys might be picking up maybe another job. Maybe you already have one job. You might be picking up another one. And for some of you guys, I mean, this is very specific. I mean, you might not be able to have two jobs. There might be a boss that might not allow you um, to have two jobs, and it might make you choose between your current job and another job. For others of you guys, you might be feeling that the boss kind of puts too much on you guys, a little bit too much work on you guys, and doesn't really balance things out for you. And you might be looking for something else, a new opportunity, right? More of a balance in terms of work and life in general, right? Because we have the temperance in reverse. You might be kind of lacking that at this time. But for some of you guys, you might have some opportunities coming in here, which I like a lot, because the Ace of Pentacles kind of talks about that, right? Opportunities coming in, can be, in terms of money, career-wise, maybe new jobs here. And the Ten of Cups definitely talks about fulfillment, right? So I like that a lot, right? So you might be going into a new job that might be more fulfilling, have more of a work-life balance, which is pretty cool. I definitely like that a lot. Um, let's see. Let's keep going here. Yeah, man, because I mean, at your current job, you might be dealing with some bullshit going on here, right? Maybe people putting too much work on you, maybe taking the credit. Um, at your job, maybe you do a lot of the work, and maybe your boss takes the credit here. And obviously, he might be kind of stealing your shine here, right? So that's very specific, but you know, let's see, let's keep going here. Yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys are just not, satisfied. Obviously, this is not for everyone. It's a general reading, but if you're a person that's not satisfied, things look like they're gonna change for sure, right? Because we have the World card here. Talks about success, right? New beginnings, right? Things being accomplished, something ending, a new cycle coming in, right? With this Ten of Cups, fulfillment in something new. So that's really good here, right? And this might even came after a time of feeling that you you might have felt like you're not successful, man. You might have felt like you fully were not taken into account, or they didn't appreciate you. So yeah, that's that's definitely harsh to hear, but that's kind of what I see, right? So yeah, man, that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good for you, Pisces. Honestly, I think that's very beneficial for you in general. So we're just gonna end the readings there. I am a little bit tired. Hopefully that kind of helped you guys out. Yeah, just make sure to like my video, subscribe if you guys can. I appreciate it. And I will be online again tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow again. Have a great day. And then if I don't see you guys, happy holiday, right? If you guys don't come up on my stream this week again, happy holidays and have a great day, guys. I'll see you guys later.